Common email marketing mistakes in 2018. Email marketing can be one of the most successful ways to market to your subscribers. Used correctly, it can be a great source of business. However, getting the balance right requires work and planning. It's easy to make mistakes along the way that can cost you vital sales conversions. In this video, we're going to take a look at the top 10 email marketing mistakes. Okay, so let's start with number 1. Too much text. Nowadays, your viewers' time is in short supply. We all receive large volumes of emails each day. This means that we have very little time to invest in each email that we receive. So in order to hold the interest of your viewer, use short sentences and paragraphs and don't use too much text. Now, if your email needs more than 2 or 3 short paragraphs, then consider adding the rest of the text to a page on your website and invite the viewer to click through to this page from your mailer. Number 2, no call to action. Your email needs a purpose. What do you want your viewer to do after reading it? This instruction to your viewer is called a call to action. Now, it's a common mistake not to include this call to action. Leaving it out means that your mailer does not really achieve anything. This can leave your viewer feeling confused about its purpose. Often, this can lead to your subscriber to opting out from your future mailings. Number 3, asking your customers to opt in again. Over the past few months, GDPR has had everybody running around in a state of confusion. GDPR outlines a requirement for everybody to opt in. Now, lots of people thought that this meant that you had to ask your previous customers to re-opt in. So lots of us, from small companies through to big brands, sent out re-opt-in mailers. Now, the response rate for pretty much all of these was very poor. This led to lots of people abandoning their lovingly crafted databases of customers. Now, the ICO have confirmed that you do not need to re-consent your customers. You are perfectly fine to remain in contact with people with who you already have a working relationship. The ICO defines this as legitimate interests. Number 4, a generic send from address. Now, what we are referring to here is an address such as sales at or marketing at. It's not really a good idea to use something such as this for 2 reasons. Number 1, spam filters penalise these addresses. This means that your communications could end up in the junk filter. Number 2, viewers are much more receptive to communications from real people. Now, it's worth remembering that people buy from people. Despite our reliance on electronic communications nowadays, this is still very much the case. Number 5, not validating your sending domain. Now, if you are using email marketing software, then you are effectively sending your communications through a third party. If your sending domain is not validated, then spam filters can penalise you for this. This is because your sending domain is not the same as the domain that you are using to send your email communications. Validating your domain means adding an SPF record and a DKIM signature. This is done via your domain administrator. This effectively adds a seal of authenticity to your send, therefore satisfying all of the security measures employed by the spam filtering systems. Number 6, using content that triggers a spam filter. A spam filter will read what you are sending it before it decides whether to deliver your email to the inbox or to the junk filter. If it detects spam phrases in your text, then it will put your mailer straight into the junk. Now, there are lots of phrases that can trigger this. Any decent email marketing software will have a spam checker app that helps you to identify any troublesome text that you need to change. It doesn't matter how great looking your mailer is or how great your offer is. If people aren't receiving it, they can't buy from you. Number 7, not sending relevant content. If your viewers feel that your content is not relevant to them, they won't buy from you. They will also opt out from your future sends. A high opt-out rate causes reputation damage, which will affect the delivery rates of all of your future sends. Now, by looking at your analytics from previous campaigns, you can get an idea of what your viewers like to read and how they like it presented. You can look at stats such as reads and clicks This will show you a lot of information about how people are interacting. Now, your message, tone and presentation may take some tweaking to find a formula that really works. Number 8, not reminding people of how they opted in. As we've touched on before, your viewers will allocate a very small amount of time into deciding whether they want to read it, delete it, or unsubscribe from your mailer. Now, often as viewers, we forget asking to receive some of these emails. This means that we quickly hit the unsubscribe button. Now, high unsubscribes means lower engagement, and that can cause damage to your sender reputation. This means poor delivery for your future sends. If you add a small amount of text at the top offering a quick reminder of why you are receiving this email, then this acts as a quick prompt. It reminds the viewer of when and how they asked to receive your email communications. Number 9, poor housekeeping of your data. Now, it's important that you keep your data in good order. Delete people who opt out. Keeping your data clean will ensure good delivery for future sends. If your list contains lots of bad data, this can cause reputation damage, resulting in lower delivery rates. Now, any good email marketing software will automate all of this for you. Number 10, not segmenting data. Now, in order to really maximize the success of your email marketing, you really need to be sending the right email to the right people at the right time. Segmenting your data is a huge step towards doing this. If you look at your previous campaign statistics, you can create sublists or data segments of people based on each criteria. For example, what time of day they opened your email, which links they clicked on, how many of your links did they click on. By looking at this info, you can identify groups of people and send them email marketing that is based around their previous behavioral patterns. Grouping people in this way and sending them something different, perhaps at different times, that really helps to maximize those conversions. Okay, so there we are. That wraps up our rundown of top 10 email marketing mistakes in 2018. Please feel free to check out the other video in this series, which is how to convert email readers into buyers. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found it useful and informative.